The Decorah Vikings had a week one victory over the walk-on Indians 33-0. Head coach Mike Tangen joining us. And Mike, we saw the results and some of the stories from the game. You broke down the film of the game. What did the film tell you?
Yeah, I thought the guys played really hard. That's one of the things that really pleased me just from, my role now is I was really pleased with how hard the guys played and how physical we played. Obviously there's things that we definitely need to improve on. I thought our seniors played like seniors, and our juniors are a little bit behind technically just a little bit, but obviously, I mean, that's kind of what you expect going into week one with some of these younger guys. But I was pleased with how hard we played.
How happy were you that it was a true team victory, that all aspects of the team contributed to the victory?
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. I mean, in all aspects of the game, I thought we played pretty solid. There's things that obviously we need to clean up, but and then we got a lot of guys in. I think every single person played on our team, which is, I don't take that for granted at all. That's a great thing when we can have that happen.
And when that can happen in week number one, does that kind of help the buy-in with everybody, knowing the fact that everybody's hard work is getting rewarded with some PT?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think going into even yesterday's practice, I thought all the guys were pretty, still pretty bought into everything. And I mean, we got a pretty big test for us this week, but that's a big thing for us is to get everybody in and get some playing time. And the kids have worked really hard, so it was nice to be able to reward them.
And I'd imagine one of the things that tops the improvement list is the penalty total. I believe you ended up with 9 last Friday night. Probably a little higher total than you wanted, but breaking down those penalties, how many of those were the pre-snap ones that you never want to see? How many of those were the kids trying to make plays but just need a little better technique?
Yeah, there was only a couple of those, honestly, that I wasn't real happy with as far as just, a mental breakdown. But the other ones are just guys being physical and, a hold here or a pass interference there. I mean, you don't lose too much sleep over those. I mean, they are drive killers, and that's what we've addressed that, and we want to make sure we clean that up on our end. But, at the same time, when you're playing physical and fast, you're going to have some of that.
And when you head into this week, you have a West Delaware team that's highly ranked. Had a competitive game against Western Dubuque, one of your district opponents, in week number one. They have a new head coach at West Delaware. How are they the same? How are they different from what you remember from years past?
Yeah, I don't know if they're much different as far as the way that they play. They're very, very physical in how they play. They got a big offensive and defensive line, which is pretty typical, and they run their quarterback, pretty consistently, and that presents a challenge for us defensively. But I think that they're still very similar, and they're a well-coached team that's very disciplined, and they are a physical football team. I compare them to kind of the way that we play.
And what are you expecting out of them? And what are going to be some of the keys to going down to Manchester and making it a successful road trip?
Yeah, I think a big key for us is to try to get the ball and have some ball control. With the way that they're going to run the ball, it's going to be hard for them or hard for us to, shorten up the drive. So I think keys would be first down, stops and getting them in a long situation. And then controlling the ball and then field position will be big. I think this is going to be a 4-quarter battle for sure.
All right, Coach. Hopefully, you can make it another happy road trip as you go down to Manchester this week. Keep your kids healthy. We wish you best of luck.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mike Tangen, head coach of the Decorah Vikings, Decorah at West Delaware this Friday night.